But the one we wanted to look at was D for Destruction,
Yes.
which is the final episode of season 1.
Yeah.
So,
and it stars a certain Patrick Troughton.
well, I say stars. He's in.
Oh, right.
He's in the first
He's
scene,
an
isn't
actor. He guests in
it? Yeah,
it.
he's General
Yes.
Mongerson, and he
Yes.
calls in Adam to help him.
Yes.
Now it's interesting because Pat is just about
Yeah.
to play the Doctor.
Yeah, he's obviously already
because this is
filmed-
October '66.
He's obviously already filmed. He must have filmed something by this point.
I'm not sure. I'd need to look at the
Or
dates.
are they not that
'cause-
far ahead?
No, because the actual. I mean,
Oh no, he probably hasn't actually.
there's the brilliant booklet that you get with the DVD release, which is one of Andrew Pixley's wonderful tomes, and it D for Destruction. Let's just find the page. The actual broadcast is 13th of October 1966 at 8 p.m, getting 8.8 million viewers, by the way.
Okay.
Filming was September 66.
Well, at that point, he probably hadn't actually done anything then.
No, because I think.
But he'd been cast by that
Yes,
point.
yeah.
hadn't he?
By the time the broadcast is
it
done,
was
it's
imminent,
announced
yes.
that Pat is going to be the new Doctor. But yeah, he just gets the one scene, and it's interesting to see him at this point because the way he's playing it is quite familiar, actually. Because I said it's sort of.
Yeah.
That you can see the voice he uses is a sort of cross between the Second Doctor, Cole Hawlings, and Tarragon the Dragon.
And Tarragon, yes.
Because he can't say his R's.
No.
And he does that sort of clearing of the throat thing that Troughton always does. Always does.
Yes.
But he's called in to investigate supposed accidents
there's been a lot
in his
of
old
deaths
regiment.
In his old regiment.
Which is now a sort of territorial army sort of unit, isn't it?
Yes.
So who's in charge of this unit then?
Ian Cuthbertson.
Looking mildly young.
Yeah, youngish.
Youngish.
Even though he looks older than Gerald Harper, even though Gerald Harper was a year older than he is.
Yes. And assisted by Michael Ripper. Yes, indeed.
Who I've never seen play a nice guy on television.
But, I mean, Adam's dressed up in his vintage...
Oh, he looks superb.
Colonel's uniform,
He's in his... Yeah, as Georgina says, she thinks he's going to a fancy dress party, but he's in his sort of dress uniform. And obviously, because it's sort of Victorian, it's all spangly. So.
Yeah, she does find it amusing what he's wearing.
But he looks really nice. It really suits Gerald Harper.
But the actual Radio Times thing says, a series of deadly accidents in Adam's old regiment, the 51st Yeomanry, leads Colonel Mongerson of Strategic Command to ask Adam to return and serve again. He finds the regiment much changed. It is now part of the Territorial Army and under the command of a fanatic, Colonel Mannering. Mannering? Okay, yes.
I think that's definitely deliberate.
Well, this is 66, so it's... this is before Dad's Army.
Okay.
Who is infuriated by plans to phase out the TA and even more disturbed by the arrival of Adamant in an 1895 vintage uniform. Also popping up in this episode are Michael Sheard as a major.
Briefly.
Brian Mosley is in there.
Yes.
And you can also spot John Levine in the background as a soldier, and Terry Walsh is in there as well, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and Derek Martin as well.
So, and Walter Sparrow.
Yes. So quite a few sort of familiar faces. This episode was thought to be lost for years and years, but a copy turned up in 2003 at the BBC archives, where it was misfiled as a duplicate print of another episode. So yeah, it was knocking around all this time, but it's only in the past sort of 14 years that it's been known about, typically. But there we go. But what's their plan? Because they're going to be phased out.
They're going to be phased out because we should say in Adam Adamant's time it was a volunteer unit, which means that they only went into war if they were called upon to do so.
Yeah.
So the Territorial Army is an extension of that. What they're going to do, General
Mongerson.
No, not General Mongerson. Colonel Mannering.
Right.
Sorry.
Colonel Mannering.
He wants to show that they can be a useful force.
Yes.
So he plans an attack on a missile centre.
Missile base.
Missile base, yeah. just to prove that they are effective soldiers.
Yeah.
Unknown to him, Michael Ripper's character,
as a sergeant major,
has different ideas. And basically, he wants to, when they get into the missile base, he wants to hold the Prime Minister
to ransom because they're going to aim the missiles at London.
They'll fire the missiles at London if they don't give them lots of gold.
Yes.
So it's all about money, as per normal.
As always.
So.